Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Um, it's Eric again. This time, uh, 1 of 5. We're making a new thing. We're doing the original idea that I had, where I wanted to talk about Dokkan and its influence over the last 10 years of my life. Um, yeah, that's what we're doing today. So, an hour, ah, an hour time. Uh, That's how much I give myself. Then I'll go back home. My home is like literally right over there. I walked not even 5 minutes to this field. 2 minutes. Or maybe one. Um but yeah, so here we are. It's nice. The sun is setting, so hopefully it turns night like it did last video. I really like that it got like progressively more like, I guess, realist, like about my life, the darker it got. So I think I'm gonna try to keep doing that. For visual, for people who are like actually watching this like visually, I guess I can see that. And then the people who are just listening, it's all right. It don't matter too much. Um, but yeah, let's uh, let's get started. Oh, hold on, no. Before we start, look at this shit, right? Look at this shit. You don't. You see the goatee, you see the fucking mustache. You don't go up and be like, "Yo, are you a man or a woman?" What the fuck? If you see me, you clearly see a man, right? There's no way you mistake me for a girl. But some motherfuckers at work be stupid. Be stupid as shit. This shit tight as fuck, so let me undo that real quick. Oh, it's fucking with the mic. But you know what? It's alright. It's alright. I've been fucking with mics. This mic is ass anyways. We'll get a new one soon enough. When I feel like it, and when I feel like I got enough money to spend and shit, we'll buy a new mic. But yeah, let's begin. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, the greatest game in fucking mobile game history. When did I get it? I got it around 4th or 5th grade. So how long is that ago? Middle school, high school, 7 years. Then 2 years in college, so 9 at bare minimum. And then 1 for 5th, 2 for 4th. So 10, 11, 9 years, around there, you know. Basically just around the decade point. 9, 10, a decade of my life. I've only lived 2 decades, and I haven't even done that yet. I'm approximating 2 decades, and it's 19, but, you know, that's more than half my life where I've had this game influence me in some sort of way. And that, you know, is special. Not a lot of people can say that they've had something in their life for over half of it. And I hope it continues that way. I'm sure it will. The Dragon Ball IP will probably never die. And because of that, the game will never die. So that's nice. But yeah, like, it's been around half my life since I could fucking, you know, play games, or like had something to play mobile games on, a tablet, like my mom's iPhone 4, something, you know. And then my first phone. Dokkan has been on all my devices, and it will never not be on all my devices. But yeah, 5th grade, right? Dokkan, we get it. Or well, 4th grade, I get it, and it's on the tablet, and I'm not really able to like play it fully because the tablet doesn't have enough storage, so I have to delete a bunch of shit, and you know, I'm just not that smart about like storage things just yet. And instead, I just follow the scene on YouTube like any normal kid. If they can't play it, you know, like people, I watch Minecraft a lot. Why? Because I ain't fucking have the game. If I had the game, I'd be playing it. People would be watching GTA 5 a lot. A lot of kids would watch GTA 5. Why? Because they ain't have GTA, and much less would their parents even fucking let them play it. So, you know, you keep up with it through videos and such. Yeah. There's a bunch of fucking YouTubers that I still watch. Some do Dokkan, still, some don't. And then a bunch of new YouTubers that came up and popped in around the scene, right? Like, it's not, time changes a lot of things and such. And so a bunch of the people that I used to watch aren't around anymore, or like just changed their content. And that's fine, because it's been 10 years. I'm not going to expect you to say the same thing for 10 years. But that's how I kept up with it, right? Rhyme Style, Nanogenics, The Truth TT, Tiger Gaming Claw, fucking, what's his name? The free-to-play guy. Jay Fanta, Animated Muscle, like all these guys that would do Dokkan and collab, and it was so cool every single time. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the camera. I think it's funny. I like myself in the camera, but like when it's recording, I hate myself in pictures. That shit. Yeah, I don't know. I love the camera, hate pictures. That's just, maybe it's a mental thing. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's get back on track. I would watch it. Like, I could sometimes play it. Wait, I was low-key LARPing Dokkan because I would just watch like videos of it and not actually play myself. That's LARP. Fuck, back on topic. Nah, it wasn't until 5th grade and like early middle school where I finally got my phone. Late 5th grade, early middle school, like the summer of 5th, I think. I got my phone. First thing I did that wasn't, like family related, where, oh, grab these numbers, make sure this and this and this are installed, was Dokkan. Not even YouTube. It was Dokkan first. Fucking hell yeah. That like, I can finally have a device to myself where I can play Dokkan. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna play Dokkan. And around this time was like, what was going on? It was 2nd anniversary, I'm pretty sure. Like, right before Global's 2nd anniversary. By the way, in this video, since it's only going to an hour, it's like, I don't know when I'm gonna stop, but I'll stop kinda soonish. Actually, the video here is gonna be an hour, but I think the actual YouTube video is gonna be a little bit longer because I'm gonna include a clip from the first time I tried recording this. But we'll get to that soon. But yeah, so I was playing Dokkan on this iPhone 6, this old ass iPhone, this hand-me-down ass iPhone 6. My older cousin got like a new iPhone, and then I got this one. I remember her younger cousin was like, "Oh, their phone was broken," and the older cousin was like, "Shut up! It's refurbished. They got cleaned and repaired and everything. Shut your mouth." Because my mom was right there, and she didn't want to hear. She didn't want her to hear that it was broken and such, and she was buying a broken phone pretty much. But it works fine. It worked fine. I have no issues with it. Let's see. Back on track. Yeah, Dokkan. I was finally playing it. I was finally able to play it and such. And but for a bubble popping game, and for a game that it incentivizes you to spend money a lot, because it's like a gacha game, and you're not meant to have every character every time, and it's all luck based. It was fun to me. It was another way of experiencing Dragon Ball. Just in general. I had a Wii and a DS. I have no PlayStation, no Xbox, nothing. So, like, what was going on? What was releasing at the time? Xenoverse 1 had released. If I wanted to play Xenoverse 1, I'd go over to a friend's house or with a cousin. I couldn't do that shit on my own. If I wanted to play Budokai Tenkaichi, if I wanted to play fucking Raging Blast, I had to go to a friend's house. I couldn't do that shit on my own. I could just watch fucking YouTube. If I wanted to watch Dragon Ball, I'd have to go like look in YouTube, part 1 of 17, fucking tiny player in the corner, and like there's just a big ass thing. It was hell being a fan of something that you couldn't experience because you're too fucking poor. The fucking Dragon Ball movies, they would be like on YouTube in segments again, you know. And back then I wasn't smart enough to handle like piracy sites. I like I don't know. I was just a dumbass kid, right? Like I didn't feel like going on Safari or Google and being like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z episode this, and that, and clicking on ads and shit like a dumbass. Oh, a bird is passing by. Oh. Shit. But yeah, it was hard to experience like the media at the time without having to pay. And even if I could pay, it wouldn't, even if I did have the money, it would be physically money, like cash. I couldn't pay it through, what do you call it? I couldn't pay for it electronically, like in like a debit card or a credit card. It would have to be cash, and that's just not possible. So, you know, unless I'd go to like a red box and it has like a movie that I care about, I can't physically go in and pay for cash, and I don't have the luxury of asking my mom to go to a store and buying all this shit for me, because she was working all the time in my youth. I rarely got to see my mom in my youth because she was just working all the time. And if she wasn't working all the time, she was at home sleeping or beating my ass, because I wasn't a good kid. Fucking thief ass child, bro. Rob, steal, whatever. Do all that shit. It didn't matter who. So long as I got it at the end of the day, hey, that's all that mattered. But again, that's just not how you do things. And I know that now. I hate the fact that like I did it in the past. But what can you do? What the fuck can you do? Shit goes on, life moves on. But yeah, the first memory I have of Dokkan, second anniversary for Global, because Global and JP are two different versions. But I'm not gonna get into like the nitty-gritty shit, because this is more about me than it is about the game. I'm just using the game as a medium to tell, you know, a story of over 10 years of my life in like 6 hours or so. Six parts, maybe 6-7 parts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many hours I feel like doing this for. I'd say maybe like I'll upload twice a month, maybe. You know, the halfway point, the end point, the start point, the halfway point. I don't know. I'll upload when I feel like it, and I feel like I got motivation for it, and I feel like it'd be a good day, and I got a good scenery and all that shit. But yeah, second anniversary. First banner I remember summoning on was like a Gohan banner or like a random SSR banner. It was like, oh, SSR rates doubled, guaranteed SR. That's the first banner I remember. It doesn't matter. I'm not showing any fucking pictures, bro. Or maybe I will. No, I won't. No. That's just too much editing. I hate editing. Especially like long form content. Like I love editing something that's short and sweet and has a purpose. Like a film, an actual like video of like gameplay and such. But if it's just me talking and half the people like don't even watch beyond the first 3 minutes, yeah, fuck no, I'm not editing. You got that shit, homie. I'll add some background music and that's it. You're getting this fucking raw upload. That's it. Dude, I get sidetracked so easily. Hold on. 15 minutes? It's okay if I get sidetracked. We got an hour left. Or sorry, like 45 minutes left. second anniversary, first banner, it was not a second anniversary banner, it was a pre-second anniversary banner, where like they try and get you to summon. And my dumbass did. But I was also a new player, so like I kind of needed the cards to even play the game. And it didn't really matter because I would grind story and get a bunch of stones anyways. Grinding story back then was a pain in the ass though, because you would have to do it 3 individual times. It's not like nowadays where you do the hardest one and you get the stones for the easier one. No, you have to do the normal, medium, hard. You have to do all 3 stages individually. And it would give 1 stone and it cost stamina. And stamina was an issue for me back then, even as a new player. There's just a lot of things in the game that have changed. And it's for the better, right? But it's a lot of things that I'll remember back on kind of in fondness, like nostalgia. I'll look back on it and I'll be like, damn, I liked it when I was a kid and I could, waste my time on the game, deplete all my stamina and shit, then get off and be so excited, be like, ah, shit, I can't wait for tomorrow where I get to play again. And for some people, that might not be like so fun to hear. You're like, what? I have to wait to play the game? What the fuck is that? But I liked it because it gave me something to look forward every day. Something that wasn't just beatings or school or getting yelled at. Something that wasn't just a bunch of bullshit to deal with at single digit ages. And even if I was still even then, like beyond that, in double digit ages, most kids don't go through that. Most kids don't go through like their parents beating them so hard that they think they're gonna fucking die. Most kids don't think that their kids are gonna commit patricide. I think that's the word, where the parents are gonna fucking kill their own kid. They don't go through thinking that. Matter of fact, some kids don't even get beat at all. And it shouldn't be something that like a kid ever has to think about. Oh, my parents gonna kill me. That should never cross their mind. But here we are. Some kids, do think that, and sometimes it does fucking happen. Not through beatings, or well, sometimes through beatings. It can happen through a lot of fucking different mediums. But fuck. A kid should not have to be thinking about that. A kid should not have to be thinking, oh damn, where am I gonna stay this time? Oh damn, what the fuck am I gonna eat? But it's okay, because my mom did what she could, and it's not her fault. I don't blame her for nothing. Blame my bum ass fucking father who abandoned a mother in the U.S. without papers and 2 kids. That's who I blame. Mother tells me not to do that now, but like, it's hard. Who the fuck am I supposed to direct this shit towards, Fuck. Alright, let's get back on Dokkan. So these banners would pass by, I'd play the game, I'd get story mode, I'd get stones. And then second anniversary dropped. It was Super Saiyan 4, TURs, Goku and Vegeta. They were alright. I don't recall summoning. I think I just skipped their banners because I don't even like Super Saiyan 4 or GT that much. I think that's a hot take. I think a lot of people would like low-key want to hang me for that, but that's okay. Because they're just, that's GT head, bro. That's hype moments and aura. You want to know what's not hype moments in aura? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. That's my favorite fucking moment of the whole series. That's not hype. That's writing. That's peak. That's character development, build up, and hype moments in aura. So like, it's better. But yeah, I didn't summon on that banner. A couple banners go by, and then Worldwide comes. Worldwide Download Celebration. It's in June, or no, it's in August. Like, August-ish. August into September. And I remember there's a clip. This is where the clip comes in. I don't know how much of it it's gonna tell, so I'm gonna tell it like shortly, and then I'll play the clip because the clip is kind of nice. Uh, but summer, mom's working. I'm with my mom at work. I'm playing the game. I do a single summon, and I get the new unit, the Gogeta, on a single summon. That's super fucking cool, actually. Um, and yeah, it's such a cool moment. It's like, wow, I actually love this game. Because that situation is so shitty. Your parent brought you to work because they couldn't leave you anywhere else. It's the middle of the summer. You're supposed to be out with your friends having fun, and my ass is stuck. You know, in apartments where my mom is cleaning them, while I just wait on a floor she's already cleaned or a floor she's waiting to clean because she can't leave me in the car. And I'm with my sister, and I have lunch with all her coworkers, and they treat me nice and such. But still, a kid should not be going like through that. Um, it's not normal, but normal isn't good either. Fuck normal. Um, Damn, it's look, my hair's flat as fuck, bro. And this morning it was nice, where it would stick up and it had like wings and such. It was nice. Maybe nah, cause even from the back, like, hold on, let me back up here. This shit does not look like a woman's fucking back, bruh. Or maybe it does. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That comment is getting to me. It's getting to me. It's not getting to me in like, oh, you look like a girl, but like, it's getting to me in the sense of, how are you so stupid to fucking think that? Ugh. Um, but yeah, that's the sense. I'll play the clip. I'll come back. I don't know. Bah. Like, I did the single summon. I got no animation. Maybe a screen crack actually. Maybe I don't remember if I did or didn't. But I did a single summon. I was at some apartments. I was with my mother because she brought me along on her house cleaning job or apartment cleaning job. I remember talking to her coworkers that day, which were like friends, family friends to us. I was with my two siblings because my mother had a third kid when I was in fourth grade, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. So 10 years. It was like 10 years from when I was born. So 2006, 2016, 2015, 2015, because she was a New Year's baby. Or like right, like the day before New Year's. 2015 or borderline 2016 is when my youngest sister was born. And um, she was also there, and so was my middle sister. We were all there with our mom at the cleaning apartment where she was supposed to clean. Um, for lunch, we had like these little macaroni and cheese Velveeta cups. I guess they were macaroni and like not even no because macaroni is the noodles. It was shells like Velveeta shells and cheese. I guess is macaroni the noodle? I don't. I think so. Um, I was in a room where my mom had already cleaned. I was told to sit down and not fucking mess up any of the other rooms any more than they had already been cleaned. Um, but I was doing quest mode. Even quest mode was like a little bit too hard for me because I had only one SSR. Um, I did the single and I got Gogeta, and I think that is like one of the few times where I really got excited when summoning. It was fresh, it was new, and I was young. Um, like that made me so happy. It made my week. It made my day. It just changed. It just gave me a distraction from the situation that was in. Because like bringing your kids to work because you don't have a babysitter or anywhere else to put them is not a good thing. You shouldn't do that like at all. And yet so many people do. I remember last year around this time. Actually, it's like a couple months forward. Maybe like around spring break. Um, for students, or maybe a little bit before, but I went to a hot dog place. I forgot the name of the hot dog place, but that doesn't matter. But I went to the hot dog place and I saw a Hispanic lady cleaning, right? And she's the only Hispanic lady there. The people at the front are not Hispanic, and then I see this little girl come up to her and you know say "mom, mom, mom, mom" in Spanish, "ma, ma, ma, mira este video." She's like, "Look at this video, look at this video." Um, and it's just like, uh, the fact that you have to bring your kid to work is a little bit upsetting, right? And you know, it's like she's working hard, she's doing the best she can for the little kid, and the little kid still finds joy in the things, right? Uh, and it just reminded me of that. I was on my phone when my mom brought me to her workplace as well. Mm. It's some bullshit. We're back. Okay. Um, yeah, I cried in the clip and such, and I got my story, and I related it to nowadays, which is good. But let's keep talking about the past. Um, I don't know. Getting that Gogeta just felt like so nice for such a shitty situation that I was in, and that's all I needed. Some fun, you know, some light in the situation where most kids would not like be enjoying life at all. Those dopamine hits of getting the new character and all this, that's what got me like through it as a kid. Now I hate summoning so much. I hate, like, give me if I could pay for the character, I would. I hate summoning. It's just gambling, and gambling fucking sucks. Unless you're against other people. Poker's kind of fun because you can lie, but just gambling on like a roulette, slots, that shit is so lame and it's so disgusting. I don't know how people are addicted to that. It is the worst feeling ever to spend 50 stones, do a 10 pull, and not get shit. And do that for 20 times in a row. Get shafted. That shit sucks. The worst feeling ever. I hate summoning. But back then, I wasn't a multi-merchant. I wasn't only doing I was spending my 5 stones and doing a single summon. So when I got that Gogeta on a single summon, spending only 5 stones, that was the fucking coolest thing to me ever. And that kept being the coolest thing to me because the Dragon Ball Super anime was airing. It was airing in English and it was also airing in Japanese. And they were hella episodes ahead, like super hella episodes ahead. So, I'd watch the English one on like Adult Swim at night on the Cartoon Network channel. Because I think for a time we did have cable, like a provider. I think we got rid of it though. It wasn't for long. And by middle school, I had already figured out like the piracy websites and all these shits, so I could go on there and watch the sub version, which was episodes ahead, and watch the full thing, and it was nice. It was great because for the first time I was watching it as it aired. I couldn't watch Dragon Ball when it aired. That shit aired in like 19 something, late 19s, and then Dragon Ball Z also aired in the 1900s. Like, fuck. I could only watch like the re-airs and a couple episodes here and there on the Vortex channel in the mornings, and I think even then it was Z Kai, so it wasn't like the original Z, and all these different kinds of things. And dude, there's so many mosquitoes. This shit is pissing me off. But yeah, a bunch of shit. Just a kid having something that they can be happy about in their life, is just good. It's always good. The game helped me just forget, even for a moment, about the shit hole that I was in, and it just made it a lot more tolerable to be alive, you know? And that's what games are for me. A lot of games, it's not just Dokkan, it's just like, you know, I can play a game, wind down, and not have to pay attention about shit. If people are screaming in the background or not, it's not. Just pay attention to the game. That's it. Just lose yourself in it. But then multiplayer games exist, and those are kind of fun. I hate, all the yelling and shit. Depending on other people or going against other people, like it's fun, yeah. But if you're on the losing side, that shit sucks. But my favorite game lies with P. Single player game. It's a story game. I can get immersed. I can read about the story, play the game, and it's just a great time where I don't have to think about anything else. But the parry window for the attack, or the dodge window for the attack, or pay attention to the cutscene, or read one of the letters, the collectible letters that explains the story in more detail. I can just do that and get lost. Not have to think about the debt that I'm currently in. Not have to think about, what I'm gonna eat. Not gonna have to think about any fucking homework, or where the fuck I'm gonna go after college, or what I'm gonna do, or any of that shit. I can just wind down, not pay attention for a couple hours, and be alright. And that's what games should be. But some people make them fucking insufferable. Some people genuinely make me despise games, like, throwing shit, yelling. Oh, it's a fucking game, man. Who gives a shit? That shit's so childish. But Dokkan helped me through a lot, and it's continuing to help me through a lot. I don't play as much as I did when I was a kid, but on the anniversaries, which is like around the start of the second semester, and Worldwide Download Celebration, which is the start of the first semester, it gives me enough motivation to even begin the semester, all right, this big celebration's going on, let's lock in for it, let's lock in for the start, have a good start. And then there are many celebrations in between the year: Golden Week, New Year's, Saiyan Day, Halloween, Christmas. There's a lot of different celebrations in between, the Dokkan periods that are outside the major celebrations, and it all just helps me get on by. I don't have to play every day when it's, log in every day when it's fucking new Dokkan Fest Napa. I don't really care. I mean, it's cool. I'll log in here and there, get the free stones and shit. I don't have to play and spend all my stamina. I can just leave it as it is. Some games you have to play daily. Like some other gacha games you have to play daily. Fucking Genshin Impact. A bunch of the Genshin Impact clones. And whatever the fuck Hoyoverse is doing. Even fucking Dragon Ball Legends. You have to play these games and keep up with them daily to stay up to date with meta, stay up to date with the new characters and how the game is even working. They might introduce a new mechanic with a new character, and now you have to learn that day by day. But if you weren't there, they introduced 50 new mechanics, and now you have to learn them all at once. And that's shit. I hate that. They have that too in Dokkan. If you haven't played in years, you're lost. They've added so many new mechanics and things However, there's one difference. It's a solo game. It's not PvP. It's not multiplayer. It's not none of that bullshit. You can log in, get a couple stones, summon on the newest banner, and then clear all the content from years behind because of power creep and such. But even then, they've made so many more updates where free-to-play teams can fucking clear content, all content up to like 2 years ago. And it's much more accessible to read, to play, to learn, so much more than any of these other fucking new gachas like nowadays. It's so much just easier. And that's why as a kid who could, barely comprehend fucking full-length books, never touched a Harry Potter book in my life, Dokkan was so easy, even though its essays were massive of passive, like the passive skill essays were insane. The numbers fucking games were insane. And yet, that just seemed a lot more easier and tolerable than a fucking long ass book. Why? Because it's a Dragon Ball IP, and because it gives me like, I don't even know, the satisfaction, the dopamine of clearing a stage and such. That's what Dokkan once is. I enjoy it to this day. There's not a moment where I'm like, fuck this game. Actually, no, there is moments where this game is ass, and that's summoning. You know why? Because there's no skip fucking button. There's no skip button, so I can't skip the almost 30 minute long animation of me tapping through each fucking character just to see that I got some ass. I hate it. I hate summoning, but that's the only part that I hate. Otherwise, it's fine. Even when I do get the character, I'm like, oh, thank God, I got the character. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Summoning sucks. Sucks dick. The fun part about Dokkan nowadays, is I can just put it in the background, go to the gym, do the fucking stage between runs, play the game, have my phone running, Dokkan in the background, and do stages and all that shit. It's cool. Back then, it was my primary source of fucking entertainment. I would actually, look at the animations and such. The animations have gotten so much better since then. So much better. Some being better than the fucking source material. Adapting manga panels before they even exist in an animated official form. It's so fucking amazing to witness a regular Kamehameha from 2016, a PNG just shooting a beam, to actual full-fledged hand-drawn shit where there's impact frames, smear frames, and all these other different kinds of fucking things and techniques that can be used in animation. It's so fucking cool to see the evolution of this. And it's just something I will continue to love for the rest of my fucking days. Until that end of service announcement hits, which it probably won't ever. I'll continue to love it. And even then, after the fucking end of service, I'll reminisce, I'll miss an old love, and that's that, I'm never gonna fucking forget it. It's been around for half my fucking life. Over half my life. That's not something I can say for a lot of people, things, places, ideas, works. I can't say that for a lot of things, but I can for Dokkan. I can say a lot of things about Dokkan that I can't say for a lot of fucking works. No other work has made me cry so many times, and even when I'm not playing it and just talking about it has made me cry. Almost no work has done that, but Dokkan. No work has made me be at this restaurant for Valentine's Day and have the fucking anniversary stream pulled up to see what they're gonna reveal. I remember doing that shit. That shit was funny as fuck. No fucking game has gone through 4 relationships alongside with me. It's insane what this game has done, you know? Like I genuinely just am so enamored by. Hold on, let me move this because I'm fucking messing with the collar. Let me move this right here so it doesn't. Damn, it's gonna sound like shit for this part, but oh well, it sounds like shit through half of it anyways. Let me just put it right here. Not even half of it, the full thing, because this mic is some buns, but it's all right. I'll get a new one, I promise. But yeah, no other game has done that for me. Shoot, no other fucking person has done that for me. Over half my life, and they're still with me, you know? And they were there since day one. No other fucking person has done that shit for me. Where they're there. The highs, the lows, the fucking mid, where nothing is going on. Nobody has done that shit for me. But Dokkan has. That's my goat, bruh. That's my goat. Look, it's getting a little dark. It's not getting dark, but like the sky is turning strawberry and such. But yeah, this is just like the introduction, you know. I'm gonna talk about a little bit more and about a lot more in detail about my life. This is just like the cover letter, pretty much. What are we at? 37. Okay, we still got a bit to go, so I'll keep talking. Let's see. Let's talk about how even at family reunions and like gatherings and friends like going with friends and such, still playing, man. It's me and my Dokkan, right? I was on my phone at those family gatherings. Oh, what you doing? Oh, I'm playing Dokkan. I'm not on my phone. I'm taking care of business, you know. I would spend money here and there. I remember spending money on like New Year's, and I remember spending money on the Worldwide Download Celebration of a year. I'll talk about those when they come up, but it like I don't think I regret anything that I've done with the game, because in the moment it's all brought me joy. It's all brought me happiness, and it allowed me to look beyond what the fuck I was, you know, doing at the time, what the situation was at the time, and just keep going, you know. It allowed me to keep going. In like 6th grade, my youngest sister had been born, and then not even like a year or later, like she turned a year old, and then not even, you know, a couple months after that, her dad did the same thing my dad did and left my mother alone. So now again, we don't have a father, and now my mother has 3 kids, but her two previous kids are a little bit older now, so they can take care of the 3rd one, and we're co-parenting and all this such and such, right? So once again, another male figure in my fucking life has failed. You know who hasn't failed me? Goku. Not once in my fucking life have I been like, damn, he fucking disappoints me. Damn, you know, he gets me mad. He gets me mad that this didn't happen, that he didn't do this for me. No, not once, not fucking one time in my life. And that's not even the worst part. Because the one time we did have a good male figure in our fucking life, gone. And not gone as in, oh, he went to go get milk, or he just said, no, he's fucking dead. He died. I don't know what kind of fucking karma my mother had, like in her past life, or that I had, or that my sisters had, to just have no male figure in our lives. For it to, be there and then get taken away. Who knows what the fuck we did? Shit, man. Because it was nice for the time that we had, the male figure. For the first year or two that my father was around, year 4 years, it was nice. And then my youngest sister's father was around for 3 years as well. 2 years before the child, and then 1 year after, and then gone. And then the guy that we were chill with, who was the best probably male figure we'll ever have, was around for 2 years, and then he died. And it was some bullshit. It was some crazy bullshit. But here we are. I don't know what methods my sisters used to cope, or what my mother did. Well, actually, I do know she beat the shit out of us and yelled at us. But I know what I did. I got through it with Dokkan. That's the love of my life, bro. Fuck. That cringe? Loki is, but who gives a fuck? Hold on, let me turn the camera around, because I don't know. I want to see if it gets this little fucking strawberry sky. Bam. All right. No, it doesn't. What if I turn it up? Nope. It still doesn't. Whatever. We'll turn it back around. Bam. All right, we're back. Yeah. I love living as much as the next person. Bad shit happens, good shit happens, whatever. But I don't know how people cope with things that happen without something to do it with, I guess. But that's another thing. People do always have something to cope with. Alcohol, weed, acid, food, sleep, games, money. People have things to cope it with. I'm just being stupid in saying that I don't know how people don't, play Dokkan. But they do. A lot of people play Dokkan. I've met some people in my life that have played Dokkan. I'm like, oh, those are the cool fucking people. But they don't currently play it nowadays. That's the thing. I don't really have much people to talk about it with. I have my cousins who still play it, and that's great. I love them. I love them a lot. But those are the only real people that I know that play Dokkan actively. I've never met a person outside my cousins that play Dokkan. And it's so sad because it's such a great thing. But it's okay. It doesn't matter too much. Because I can keep it to myself, and that's fine. And keep it to these videos and such. Oh, the camera's slanted. I wonder if I can change it. Hold on. There we go, I think. Should be better. Now it's this way. Let's slant it this way. It's fine, whatever. It's not like people are paying attention to the visuals anyways. They're here for my fucking voice. And the shitter ass mic. I promise I'll get a new one. What are we at? We're at 15 minutes. Okay. So for the first part, talked about, Dokkan as a gacha game. What it did, for me. And the starts of my account and where I started it. And the things that got me into Dokkan and such. For the next couple parts, I don't know. I'll talk about, the actual fucking game and what was going on. And such. What I remember, how it went down, and You know, maybe make it more about the game and less about myself. But I like talking about myself, you know. But people don't ever fucking ask. I won't talk unless I'm fucking asked to. Don't talk unless you're talked to. That's the rule. That's the rule I've had since fucking birth. Ah, ¿te estoy hablando? No. Entonces, no hables. Cállate. It's okay. Because the camera doesn't need to ask. I can just ask the camera, yo, you got battery? You got mic? All right, let's get it, you know? I love them. I love the camera so much. So, wait, this is low-key Donald Trump. I love the camera. I love the camera so much. So much. It doesn't talk back. It doesn't talk back. It just takes all the angles. No pay. No pay. I love the camera. Fuck, that's a Nathan reference. Yo. Why the fuck did he have that accent for so long? When he was fucking crunk. No, can't say that word. Dumbass. Dumbass, dumbass, dumbass. It's okay. We've all had our dumbass moments. It's okay. Let's see. How can we keep going for 15 minutes and talk about shit as the night, as the night goes on? And then I have to go and pick up my mom from work. Let's see. Shoot, I think I had a topic and then I fucking lost it. But it's cool that a bunch of the things in my life have grown up with me, my interests, my fucking games and such. Like, I'll never forget a bunch of the things that I did in my childhood with the DS or with the Wii. And it's cool that even nowadays, a lot of people still remember them fondly outside of it just being me, Mario Galaxy gets remakes and new ports, and a bunch of people enjoy the game. And Mario gets a new game like every 5 years or so, like a mainline title. And that's just amazing, really. I love that a lot of the things in my life continue to grow. And I hope they do even beyond my death and such. Like, I hope Dokkan goes to grow older than me. That'd be cool. Pass down my account to like my child or something. That'd be cool. I say my child, but I don't even know if I want a kid. Actually, I don't know. Kids are such a hard topic, bruh. Because, like, if I have a kid, I have to raise him better than my mother did. But that's not hard. What is hard is, if you have a kid like premature and you're not fucking ready. Or some bullshit happens where your spouse dies, your significant other dies, and now you're left alone. That's some bullshit. I don't know. Kids are like potential kids, like potential man or potential woman, It's just a bunch of what ifs. Your kid could be a good kid. They don't necessarily have to be. They won't necessarily will be, Shit is not sunshine and rainbows when it comes to kids. There is no fucking instruction manual, That Mexican movie, that sad-ass Mexican movie. Instrucciones no incluidas. Kids don't have instructions. So, yeah, it'd be nice in theory. And I'd be thinking about it sometimes like, oh, if I stay with this person, it'd be nice, if I get with this person and this happens in the future. Like, thinking about kids is interesting. But that's a topic for somebody who's fucking 40 years old. I'm 20. Hell no, I'm not having kids anytime soon. Fuck no. 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 If I have a kid in my 20s, it's because I was a dumbass and I fucked up. Because I wouldn't do that shit voluntarily. No way. No way. Unless I make like $10 billion in the next 5 years, right before I'm 24. Oh, you hear that train? I wonder if you hear that train. But yeah, just in case like I make $10 million as I'm 24, maybe I'll consider it then. Because like that's hella money for a kid. Maybe even two. And maybe by then, I'd be able to increase my money. But unless that happens, I'm not having a fucking kid before like 30, 40, 35. Fuck no. That's a lot of bullshit. I'm still in school. And I'm in debt. Fuck no. I'm good. I'm good off that. I don't know. We'll see. Dokkan is just such an amazing thing that is in my life currently, and it helps me with a lot of shit. And I hope over these the course of these uploads, that you'll be able to see that I'm just able to fucking talk about it, or just about myself, a lot more, because there's a camera, because it's something I enjoy talking about, because it's just me. There's nobody out here. It's just me. I love doing something so fulfilling, like, to myself. Like, I feel like this is something younger me would look up to. Something younger me would be like, damn, you're cool as shit for doing that. And there's not a lot of things that I can say that about my life where younger me would tell me, oh damn, that's cool as shit that you're doing that. I've done a lot of shit that younger me would be like, what the fuck, you did that? I ain't ever want to do that. Oh well. What can you do? Life just doesn't go the way it's supposed to sometimes, and you end up doing shit that the younger version of yourself wouldn't be proud of. But these videos, I'm sure he would be. I'm sure, the writings that I do, and I guess, would he be proud of the friends I fucking made? I don't know. He'd think some of my friends are fucking weird and annoying. To be honest, I do too. Some of y'all are weird and annoying, but it's okay. I keep you around because you're enough. Not weird, so much so that, like, it is annoying. Do you understand? There's a certain point of weird where it becomes annoying, and then there's a certain point of annoying where it becomes irritating, and it just gets me angry. And none of my friends do that to me. So, well, there are occasions motherfuckers would genuinely just say anything nowadays. Some motherfuckers need to, like, have a muzzle on them, or like a button where I can just mute them IRL. I wish I could do that for a lot of people, not just my friends. Or would it be acquaintances? I don't know. Friends is a weird topic, because, like, what if you consider yourself a friend and the other person doesn't? Then it's low-key awkward. So I won't, like, say that I'm friends with somebody until they say it first, which is kind of mean, but, like, it's also just, like, I don't know. I guess I was raised that way, where I can't assume shit, and I have to be, like, very polite and very, I guess, robotic in my mannerisms, where I can't, like, show disrespect or show, like, openness, like, right out the gate. I can't do that. That's just not how I was raised. I have to, I guess, build up for it. But I'd like to be the type of person that could, be like super trusting and be super friendly. That's just not gonna happen anytime soon. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know why I'm telling you I would like to, because that's also a fucking lie. I wouldn't like to. I like keeping to myself. Um, See, look, now I'm in front of the camera, kind of close. I can do a bunch of actions and shit. Hold on, back to the other topic. I don't talk unless I'm talked to. That's also a part of like my youth and shit. Um, yeah, like nobody really goes up and asks, yo, how was this and this and this and this, and what do you enjoy doing? And like, I mean, sometimes they do, but it's so on the spot that I don't have an answer. But now, like, I think if people go up to me and be like, I probably would have an answer for a lot of these questions. Because, you know, at work, I'm not thinking about work. I'm thinking about random ass shit like this. I'm thinking about, oh, let me get home. When I get home, I'll probably record that video. That's what I was thinking today. Actually, no. Another thing I was thinking today was how the fuck you confused me for a girl. It's still on my mind. I just don't understand how some people are this like dumb, stupid. I don't know. Blind. It is something. What does that say? 57. Yo, look at me, bruh. I have a mustache and a goatee. Come on, man. Like this is the most boy you've ever seen. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe the hair. It's so most definitely the hair. But I like long hair. I hate short hair. That shit is it looks so boring. I like having long hair and being able to style it different ways and such. I like the little ponytail and being able to just like kind of put it in a bob. Oh, I don't like it when it looks like that. But having the ability to do it and the freedom to do it in general is nice. How the fuck do we circle this back to Dokkan? I have no clue. Because really, these 7 videos are just like about me. And as I said, I'm using Dokkan as a pretext. I repeat a lot of the shit that I say and just regurgitate it in different ways to reach like an hour. And I hope, you don't mind. Because these videos aren't meant to be like, oh, I'm paying attention. I'm super fucking psychoanalyzing this video. Nah, it's something you throw on in the background. You're like doing dishes, you're playing a game. If you're fucking TikTok brain and you have to have 2 screens, or you know, you just want to get to know a little bit more about me. Like this feels like a conversation that I would have IRL, where I would just circle back to bullshit. If I was allowed to talk all the time and the other person didn't, was a fucking wall and didn't have any topics of their own. But most people aren't like that. They like talking about themselves too. And I like hearing about other people. So I'd much rather hear about other people than talk about myself. But because the camera doesn't talk, I'm kind of forced. My hand is forced. But see, look, it's dark now, and that's so cool. I like it. I like the way that these videos turn out, in the sense that, oh, it's bright and then it's dark. I love that. But yeah, let's circle it back to Dokkan right as we wrap around. We're pretty much reaching the 1 hour mark. The last couple of minutes. The video is gonna be like 130 or 120 because of the clip, but I was crying in that clip, so it's a good fucking clip. Dokkan, I hope it continues to be in my life. I hope that it continues to give me more joy and take me away from a bunch of the bullshit that happens around this world. Because Lord knows right now is not the greatest time to be brown in any sort of way or just have any fucking melanin in your body, you know? And there are days where, I cry over this shit. Where it's just like, damn, life fucking sucks. But it's okay, because Dragon Ball's coming back. The Moro arc is gonna get animated. Dragon Ball Super is getting reanimated for some stupid reason. I really wish it was like an OG Dragon Ball reanimation or a fucking Z reanimation. But all that means is that Dokkan is gonna last for even longer than it has been going on for now, without the show, without any content and such. So long as Dokkan persists, I think I will too. I won't die so long as Dokkan is alive, I think. And it's not even like no, it is low-key a codependency thing where, without this game I wouldn't be doing a lot of the things I'm doing, but also because of this game I wouldn't be where I am, like at all in the slightest. It saved me, it helped me, and it lets me move on and forget from time to time, even though it's, a temporary forget. And a lot of the things I do I remember very well and vividly, as much as I would like not to. It's nice to be able to discontinue yourself from reality for a slight bit. So, with that said, um, thank you for listening to this hour and maybe 30, 20, 10. I don't know how long the fucking clip's gonna be. I'm yapping out of my ass now. But much love. I hope you can see that. Yeah, you can. I'm not that fucking dark. Um, yeah, thank you. I'll see you next month, half month, whenever, for the next hour long bullshits. Bye bye.